Understanding the wisdom of our nervous system helps us appreciate how vital a sense of safety and human connection is for our well-being and healing. Hello and welcome to All Things Therapy. This video was made by Christina, an EMDR certified therapist and consultant. Today we'll explore polyvagal theory and the intricate workings of our nervous system. By delving into polyvagal theory, we'll uncover how these elements shape our responses and overall health, paving the way for more effective therapeutic practices and personal resilience. Let's begin with an overview of the nervous system. The nervous system has two parts: the central nervous, which consists of the brain and spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system, which consists of the autonomic nervous system and the somatic nervous system. Let's look at the central nervous system. The brain, as the central command of the body, encodes and stores information gathered from our experiences, forming memories. These memories hold valuable information and lessons derived from past experiences that shape our present identity. These memories guide our expectations of others and influence how we navigate and respond to our surroundings and the individuals within our environment. Now, let's take a look at the brain structure and other functions of the brain. The brain can be simplistically looked at in three primary regions: the neocortex, the limbic, and the brain stem. The neocortex is the outermost layer of the brain and is involved in higher-order functions such as reasoning, language, and conscious thought. It processes sensory information, allows for complex thinking, and is essential for voluntary movements. The limbic system is located beneath the neocortex. The limbic system is responsible for emotions, memories, and arousal. Key structures within this system include the hippocampus, which is crucial for memory formation, and the amygdala, which regulates emotions like fear and pleasure. The brainstem is situated at the base of the brain. The brainstem connects the brain to the spinal cord and controls basic life-sustaining functions such as heart rate, breathing, and sleep cycles. Together, these regions enable us to think, feel, and perform essential bodily function. Now that we've reviewed the brain, a branch of the central nervous system, let's move to the autonomic nervous system. Did you know? Traumatic or adverse experiences can disrupt the brain's information processing system. When this occurs, information from the experiences is stored as an unprocessed or maladaptive memory. If left unprocessed, situations in the present that are similar can activate the unprocessed memory. This can feel like the past experience is being relived in the present. The autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is a crucial division of the peripheral nervous system, responsible for regulating involuntary bodily functions that occur without conscious effort. It plays a vital role in maintaining homeostasis by controlling physiological processes such as heart rate, digestion, respiratory rate, and glandular secretion. The autonomic nervous system operates largely unconsciously and is subdivided into two branches: the sympathetic nervous system, which prepares the body for heightened activity or the fight or flight response, and the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation and restoration, often referred to as the rest and digest response. Together, these branches orchestrate the intricate balance required for the body to respond appropriately to various internal and external stimuli, ensuring adaptability and survival in a constantly changing environment. Now let's move to polyvagal theory and the science of safety and connection. Fundamentally, clients seek therapy from a compromised ability to regulate their autonomic responses. Polyvagal theory is based on the knowledge that the autonomic nervous system is shaped by early experiences and reshaped by ongoing experiences. What is polyvagal theory? Polyvagal theory is a groundbreaking theory developed by Dr. Stephen Porges in 1994. This theory offers deep insights into the human nervous system's intricate workings, particularly in response to stress and social engagement. Polyvagal theory describes the role of the autonomic nervous system, explains how our body responds to stress, and explains why we do the things we do in different situations. Dr. Porges emphasizes the significance of the vagus nerve in regulating the autonomic nervous system. The vagus nerve, a key component of the parasympathetic nervous system, exhibits three evolutionary layers, each associated with distinct adaptive responses. According to the polyvagal theory, the vagus nerve, a component of the parasympathetic nervous system, has two pathways: the ventral vagal, one that promotes calm and relaxation, and the dorsal vagal, which can trigger a defensive response. These two pathways enable the vagus nerve to perform a wide range of autonomic functions. Now, let's move to the three primary principles of polyvagal theory. They include co-regulation, neuroception, and the hierarchy structure of three main states. Principle number 1, co-regulation, a biological imperative. Co-regulation is a fundamental biological process essential for our well-being. Rooted in polyvagal theory, co-regulation involves the mutual regulation of nervous systems through social connection and interaction. This process is vital for creating a sense of safety, promoting emotional stability, and enhancing resilience. From infancy, our nervous systems rely on co-regulation to navigate the world. Caregivers soothe and calm us through their touch, voice, and presence, helping us develop a secure foundation for future relationships. Throughout life, this need for co-regulation persists as we seek out supportive interactions to maintain emotional balance. By engaging in co-regulation, we not only help our clients feel safe and connected, but also strengthen our own nervous systems. It is through these shared moments of connection that we can truly thrive. When we, as therapists, send signals of safety to our clients, we extend an invitation to connect. However, for many clients, this earliest experience of being with a safe person in a safe place is missing. A regulated, connectable social brain doesn't develop with a compromised attachment history or early developmental trauma. Therefore, as therapists, we are responsible for being a regulated and regulating presence for our clients. We must present ourselves as safe and regulating figures, helping our clients stay in their ventral vagal system or learn to be in it, rather than falling into dorsal shutdown or activating the sympathetic fight or flight response. Co-regulation occurs when individuals interact in ways that promote a sense of safety and connection, activating the ventral vagal state. This can happen through eye contact. When we make eye contact, we send powerful signals of safety and connection. This nonverbal communication helps activate the ventral vagal system, promoting feelings of calm and trust. For infants, eye contact with caregivers is one of the first ways they experience co-regulation, helping them feel secure and supported. Facial expressions. Smiling and showing expressions of empathy and understanding. Tone of voice. Using a calm, soothing, and gentle tone can help signal safety to others. Body language. Open and relaxed body posture can convey a non-threatening presence. Physical touch. Appropriate and consensual touch, like a comforting hug or a pat on the back, can enhance feelings of safety and connection. Listening. Actively listening and responding empathetically to someone's needs and emotions. Now let's move to principle number 2, neuroception. Neuroception can be viewed as a surveillance system that is constantly running in the background. Neuroception is a term introduced by Dr. Stephen Porges to describe the automatic, unconscious process by which our nervous system assesses safety and potential threats in our environment. This ongoing evaluation plays a crucial role in shaping our behavior, emotions, and physiological responses. The process of neuroception allows the brain to differentiate between safety and danger without conscious awareness. It helps guide our reactions to stimuli, influencing whether we enter a state of calm connection or whether we activate a fight-or-flight response or freeze reaction. Neuroception is facilitated by the autonomic nervous system and involves the brainstem's assessment of various cues, such as facial expressions, tone of voice, body posture, and environmental context. For instance, when we perceive safety, the vagus nerve's ventral branch activates, promoting feelings of calm and connection. On the other hand, if we detect danger, our nervous system may activate the sympathetic or dorsal vagal system, prompting a stress response. By creating a safe and supportive environment, therapists can help guide clients away from states of distress and into a state of safety, fostering emotional healing and resilience. 3 ways our autonomic nervous system detects cues of safety and danger. Our senses are constantly scanning for cues of safety and danger every microsecond. Deb Dana identifies the 3 places we receive signals. Outside our environment. The most obvious is perhaps signals from the outside environment. The sight of fire may trigger the sympathetic system, whereas sounds such as soothing music may activate relaxation and inform the mind and body that it is safe. Inside our body, the nervous system listens internally for signs of safety or danger, sensing information about your organs. Fever, pain, or any physical illness can all cause a shift in our autonomic nervous system. In relationship between us and others, these signals come from the interplay between nervous systems, usually humans, but also mammals, given the closeness of their systems. Mismatch. During interactions, a neuroception mismatch occurs when each individual's nervous systems interpret the level of safety and threat differently. When this occurs, we can address this by asking the discernment question. At this moment, in this place, with this person, what people, is this level of response needed? Now that we've covered principle number 1, co-regulation, and principle number 2, neuroception, let's move to principle number 3, the hierarchy of 3 primary states. The autonomic nervous system is divided into its own set of protective actions: the dorsal vagal, the sympathetic system, and the ventral vagal. Let's start with the earliest system, the dorsal vagal complex. The dorsal vagal complex is the oldest part of the vagus nerve evolutionarily. The dorsal vagal runs in the background regulating organs below the diaphragm. It's associated with immobilization behaviors such as shutdown or dissociation, which occur in response to extreme stress or danger. Characteristics of dorsal vagal are numbness, helpless depression, dissociation, shutdown, shame, hopelessness, trapped, checked out. State number 2 on the hierarchy is the sympathetic nervous system. This mobilized state is associated with arousal, hypervigilance, and readiness for action. This state is better known as the flight-fight response. This state is responsible for the mobilization of resources to deal with stress or threats. Physiologically, the acceleration of the heart rate, widening of pupils, and heightened vigilance are hallmark features of sympathetic activation. These adaptations optimize the body's ability to respond rapidly to a range of situations, from facing a physical threat to managing the demands of a stressful environment. Characteristics of this state are fear, worry, concern, panic, frustration, irritation, anger, rage, and aggression. The third state of the hierarchy is the ventral vagal complex. This state is the most evolved and recently evolved part of the vagus nerve. It regulates social engagement behaviors, such as facial expressions, vocalization, and the ability to connect with others. When this part of the vagus nerve is active, we feel safe and engaged. Characteristics of ventral vagal: calm and regulated, able to manage stress and self-soothe, curious about others, sense of connection to others, explore options and see possibilities and compassion for self and others. Hierarchy and state transitions. According to polyvagal theory, we move through these states in a hierarchical manner based on a perception of safety or threat. When we feel safe, we remain in the ventral vagal state, enabling social engagement and connection. Perception of a threat triggers the sympathetic nervous system, leading to fight or flight responses. If the threat is extreme and escape or defense seems impossible, the dorsal vagal state is activated, resulting in immobilization or shutdown. In daily living, the hierarchy and state transitions will vary. In fact, we move in and out of states daily. Here's how these states can manifest in everyday experiences. Ventral vagal state. Daily experiences. When we feel safe and connected, we're likely operating in the ventral vagal state. For example, enjoying a meal with friends, engaging in meaningful conversations, or feeling calm while working on a task indicates this state. Physically, our bodies are relaxed, and we experience a sense of well-being. Sympathetic. Mobilized energy daily experiences. Encountering daily stressors or challenges can also activate the sympathetic nervous system. This could be anything from dealing with a tight deadline at work, facing a difficult conversation, or navigating through traffic. These situations trigger a heightened state of alertness and readiness to act. We may become more focused, anxious, or reactive. While this state can be beneficial for handling acute stress or emergencies, prolonged activation can lead to stress-related issues like anxiety or burnout. The dorsal vagal state daily experiences. When faced with overwhelming stress or a perceived inescapable threat, we may enter the dorsal vagal state. This might occur during extreme exhaustion or severe depression. We might feel disconnected, numb, or emotionally shut down. We may withdraw from social interactions, feel immobilized or unmotivated, and experience low energy levels. This can be a protective response to avoid further stress, but prolonged periods of the dorsal vagal state can lead to difficulties in functioning and mental health concerns. Now that we've covered the third principle, the hierarchy of states, let's take a look at all three states through the polyvagal ladder. The polyvagal ladder is a metaphorical representation developed by Deb Dana to describe how we move through different states of the autonomic nervous system. This ladder helps clinicians and clients visually understand the shifts between different autonomic states and their impact on behavior and emotional regulation. In addition, this metaphoric visualization of the autonomic nervous system is the polyvagal informed window of tolerance. Before we close, let's try a mini exercise of your autonomic nervous system. During stressful times, what does sympathetic energy look like for you? Does it take you into fight or fight? Do you have a hard time shutting down the worrying thoughts? Or does the fight system kick in? What about the dorsal vagal? Does this state feel familiar? Are there times when you feel unmotivated, tired, or depressed and need to isolate or zone out? How does this sense of disconnection happen for you? What about ventral vagal? Is there someone in your life that brings a feeling of being safe and connected? Are there moments recently where you felt calm and regulated either alone or with others? Getting to know how neuroception detects safety and threat and how your body responds to it provides opportunities to develop strategies to manage stress, improve social interactions, and enhance overall well-being. In the next video, we will be expanding on the information from this video and how it can be applied in therapy. We will discuss how a polyvagal informed approach enhances EMDR therapy in each of the phases. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. And as always, thank you for watching this video. Until next time, remember, I look forward to hearing from you.